All right, well, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Since of YouTube, I try my best to keep you abreast of what's going on even here in the wintertime here at Straightway. Hopefully bring about a little bit of inspiration. Let me show you a little bit what we're doing and what we utilize here for our winter garden and how we try to even harvest and preserve some of our fruit and vegetables all the way up and late into this season, because it's been frosting every night here in Tennessee for the last I don't know, couple of weeks. But anyway, let me let you look at some of the lettuce and stuff that we're growing, as well as some of the little small tomatoes we're trying to preserve on the shelf. All right, what we have here is a different variety of lettuce. And over here, we have spinach that's coming in. We have greens that are in the raised beds right here, which we try to eat 2-3 times a week. And we have another variety of butter crunch right here, lettuce, as well as butter crunch lettuce right here. And we have, it looks like either Vita green or either bok choy. I can't remember which one this is, but here's another bed of it. And of course, we try to plant them in stages because we eat a lot of salad around here Straightway. Over here, these are some of our tomatoes, depending on where you come from. These are some of our tomatoes that we're trying to preserve and get all that we can, even off of the little small ones that didn't have a chance to ripen on the vine. And over here it looks like that this is Vita green right here. I could be wrong, I can't remember. And then we have carrots that are planted right here. They'll grow pretty good. We have more greens over here. And let's go outside for a second and see what we have in the garden. Oh, before we go outside, let's look and see. We have bell peppers. See, this is still inside of the greenhouse right here. These are bell peppers that are coming in. And of course, here's another big pepper right here that we can, we're going to be eating here pretty soon, as well as, more bell peppers right here. And of course, a bell pepper right here. Now, we're on a small scale because it's really, truly not that many of us. And then here's one right here. We got to get off this plant right here. We're going to eat this, hopefully, this Sabbath. We have cayenne hanging up to dry. Let's go out. And of course, here's some of our cattle that are eating hay right now because the grass is not growing much here this winter. We mostly have a lot of black Angus. Of course, we butcher them and we eat the meat from our cattle. This is the smaller greenhouse that has, a cover over the top. But all this is collards right here. And of course, these collards that we planted right here, and they're growing. We're going to eat these greens throughout the winter. And when it starts getting really, really cold, we'll cover this greenhouse up more with plastic so we can get a longer growing season out of it. Over here as well, we have more collards that are coming in. And then because we have, that's Black Seed Simpson right there. Again, we have different varieties of lettuces that's still coming in right here, as well as some butter crunch and Boston butter. And then up here we have different varieties of lettuce that we put in our salad bar to, give a little bit of color to the lettuce itself. Good healthy lettuce. Let's go out into the garden. Well, this right here is our little broccoli. Our broccoli plants that we have that we're still harvesting. I just saw some sisters out here gathering some more broccoli off these shoots right here, which you can see we can still harvest a few shoots off of our broccoli right here. And plus, you can also cook. Sister Rainey actually grabbed some of the younger leaves, and she actually cooked some of these younger broccoli plants. Now, we had a pretty decent sized garden this year, but it's going to be an extraordinary garden next year because we're trying to turn our diet even more so to like 70 to 80% vegetables, nutritious vegetables over considering the meat potatoes. And if anything, we're going to grow an extraordinary amount of sweet potatoes next year, an extraordinary amount. We've chosen here at Straightway to take the sweet potatoes over regular white potatoes simply because of the nutritional value of them, and that's just the way we chose. Let's go a little bit farther. Down here we've already had, this is another collard green section right here. The frost has done hit these pretty heavy. They are planted quite thick, and we take the younger leaves and we put them in salads as we begin to purge them out from the so they can grow big. And over here we have some greens, some more greens right here, and then we eat these greens, and we're enjoying our greens. And of course, let me show you what we do with our garden. Now right here, what you don't see is that we've got a grinder, and we've been gathering up all the leaves that has fallen off the tree, and we've mixed them in with the soil, and we also have a bunch of manure. And because our cows are up there eating right now, we're going to eventually run this manure all the way out. We're going to mix it in with the soil and then throw more leaves on top of it, and more manure and more leaves and more manure, and then we're going to mix some chicken manure in with it, as well as water it this winter. That's what we're going to do. We're going to water it this winter, and then by springtime next year, we're going to have a very, very nice organic garden. Let's go over here and look at one more. Sister Ashley is doing a very, very good job. Sister Ashley has really poured her heart and soul into this, and of course she's pregnant now, so she's going through the stages that women go through. But as you can see, she has taken it, as well as the saints, upon themselves to prepare our blackberries. These are our domestic blackberries, and they get about the size of a very, very, very large man's thumb, if not greater. But anyway, they have leaves up on here, and these leaves are going to just decompose. And what she's doing is she's letting these roots hit down inside of this bucket right here. And when they hit down inside this bucket, they're going to root, and we're able to transplant more. And so she's been a lot more diligent than a previous sister that we had here. And what Sister Ashley's going to do with all these extra buckets is so we're finally going to be able to have 2 or 3 lines of these blackberries. And we're going to take these blackberries and make 4 or 5 or 6 more of these blackberry orchards aligned, because we eat a lot of blackberries here at Straightway. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. And of course, over here we have a little bit of hay ready for the cattle to eat this winter. We have a little bit more in the back there. Everything is getting expensive. It really truly is. So we just thought we come on in here and let you see what we have going on as we prepare for this most dead time of the year. We do not really rest too much, because during this time of the year, we use this time of the year to prepare for the spring and summertime, when life comes back into the trees and life comes back into the ground itself. I'm going to be doing, now myself personally, I'm going to be doing a whole lot of gardening next year. I'm not going to be out traveling as much as I did this past year. I traveled a lot, and I thank each and every last one of you for your support to get out, to get to meet the people, to know the people. I try my best to be a pastor, a man of an example. I really truly do, to inspire the people, to let them know that this can be done. And we are hoping that each and every last one of you have been encouraged over this past year. Now, I will do a couple of meetings, be the Father's will, next year, but I will not be out like I have in previous meetings this past year. Who knows? But anyway, I hope to see you, myself and Sister Carol, if we do. I hope y'all have a wonderful weekend and have a most blessed day. And by the way, let me show y'all something else too. I'm sorry about the camera. I'm not that good with this thing. And let me show you something else. Let me, never mind. Y'all have a blessed day.